Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Fiery Moon and I'm here to do counterpart masculine and feminine reading. It is a general reading for the counterparts, but it is going to be in reference to the 11/11 portal that will be happening on 11/11. So I just wanted to, check the energy for the counterparts. I know, some of you may have been seeing a lot of, synchronicities, signs, getting messages through song. And, 11/11 has been showing up for me, a lot within, I'd say since November started. But, you could be seeing the signs and synchronicities of the universe, if you are a counterpart, letting you know what may be going on, or, trying to alert you to, the energy that is here. So with that being said, I'm going to jump right in. I already did pre-shuffle the cards because I didn't want to take up, too much time shuffling on camera. So I did already shuffle. I'm going to be using a couple different decks and a little bit of a different spread to see, what's to come for the counterpart collective. Regardless of gender, masculine and feminine does not matter. It is just the energy. So this could be, like the intention is set for, counterparts, a masculine physically and a feminine physically. But this could also be, in regards to you coming into, union with the masculine and feminine energy within yourself. So with that being said, I'm going to jump right in, and I'm going to be starting out with the Angel Ancestor deck to get just, an overall energy in regards to the portal for the counterparts. So what message do we need as it pertains to the energy of this 11/11 portal for the counterparts? It's 2 minutes. Give me less cards, please. What message do we need as it pertains to this 11/11 portal? All right, so we have success. So, that's making me feel like, with this portal, the energy will be here for some of you to, obtain, the union, whether it's within yourself or physically, like I said, with another person. But, it feels like this portal is going to, contain some energy that is going to, yield results. It may not, be immediately, but for some of you, it will either be within the next few months or the next few weeks, depending on how you utilize your own masculine or feminine energy, or, how your counterpart is working with the energy. So right now, as it stands, there's going to be some type of success. I also feel like confirmation that's going to come to some of you within the next few weeks or within the next few months. So that feels really good. They're telling me to get one more, so let's see. Give me one more, please, as it pertains to this portal. And depending on where you're at in your timeline, if you're in, like this could be your first separation. You could have had multiple separations. Oh, they actually gave us 2 more. So let's see. All right, so we have a year from now and improving health. So for some of you, with this portal, if you're, just now, stepping on the journey, a year from now, how can I put it? The energy of the connection will have, improved within a year from now. But for some of you, I am feeling that, within this past year, you as well as, if you're the feminine, normally the feminine is the watcher. So feminine, you and your masculine within the last year have done, the work that was needed is what I'm also feeling. So some of you are also going to be seeing, you know, the results or confirmation of that, you know, if you come into union, because the healing was done with recovery. But for some of you, you know, this is energy that's to come for you within the next year. You know, if you're just, you know, starting out on this journey. And up under the recovery card, we have abundance. So there's that, you know, that energy of, you know, some type of abundance, whether it's physical or spiritual. But it feels like, you know, a reward is coming your way for the healing that you've done. Some of you are being rewarded, you know, the gift of, you know, union with your counterpart. But it could also be, you know, coming into union with yourself. And like I always say, there's reward in taking the time out to, you know, heal yourself. And some of you have done that within the last year. So, like I said, there's going to be some type of confirmation or validation surrounding, you know, your connection and wherever you may be within it right now. So you guys know that also, while being an intuitive reader, I also get a lot of messages through songs. And normally my counterpart readings are guided when I am given a song. I haven't got one in a long time, so I'll say an actual song channeling has not come to me in about a month, which is letting me know, like, for some, it's almost saying like, you know, you have like gotten all of the, I'm not gonna say gotten all of the messages that you need, but there's just, you know, nothing more to be said. It's almost like now is a time for action. But it also is, you know, when I don't get a channeling, it just lets me know like sometimes the energy is, you know, still a little stuck and stagnant. So I am using my love on the record deck just to get a song for those of you who, you know, receive messages through songs. I am clairaudient, so normally they come to me and I keep them written down in my little notebook. But let me see, when was the last one? It's been a while. I don't even know if I wrote the last one down, but it's been a while. Yeah, I haven't even written the last one down in here. So I want to say maybe the last one that I got was Sam Smith, Way Too Good at Goodbyes. But let's see what song is surrounding, or the energy of a song that's surrounding the, you know, counterpart collective that I'm tapping into right now. And this deck is by Crystal Banner. And if you are an Apple Music subscriber, you can actually get, there's a playlist associated with this deck. So shout out to her, because this is, I love this. And, you know, the songs go with the playlist. So let's just get one for the energy, you know, of the connection as it stands presently. What's going on for the connection? All right, so what we have out is consideration. It says contemplative possibilities and maybe. I can't remember who sings this song. And then at the bottom of the deck we have, you know, could have been, a missed opportunity, regret, and longing. So what this is making me feel like is, you know, it does feel like there's a heavy, you know, contemplative energy going on in regards to, you know, where the connection stands, what could have, you know, been had, you know, you come into, you know, union sooner, or, you know, if there was no separation between you and the counterpart, especially with the could have been. But with the consideration, it almost feels like even both sides are now even, you know, seeing the purpose of, you know, the separation. Contemplating, you know, if there's still a chance. But it's, to me, it feels like both the masculine and the feminine are, you know, heavily in mental energy right now. I'm getting like a king and queen of swords energy with those cards here. But let's jump in and see what's going on. I am using the Tarot of Sexual Magic. And I'll also be using the Mixed Emotions deck to see what's going on. So I have already pre-shuffled. In the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands, which is giving me, you know, an energy of, you know, it almost feels like, you know, the masculine may be coming towards you, feminine, with this energy. And then up under that, we have the Ten of Swords and the Devil. So it almost feels like the masculine energy has, you know, severed or cut any karmic ties, and they're moving towards you in this energy. I'm only going to be showing the cards quick because they have a lot of nudity in them. And, you know, sometimes YouTube gets funny. But I was guided to, you know, use this deck. And I can't, you know, or I'll say I can see why with all of this Scorpio energy there, because especially with this Knight of Wands energy, I'm just feeling like there's so much passion, you know, surrounding this connection. And I'm getting Chris Brown's Heat. That song is coming through. And I can feel that, you know, that fire energy. Some of you may be feeling like an energy of like, whether you're menopausal or not, but like hot flashes. And some of you can feel like the momentum or the energy of your masculine coming towards you. But it feels like to me, yeah, like the masculine is almost like they've severed or cut ties with with karmic energy, whether it's a person, place, or thing, and they're coming towards you. They're coming towards you. Because with the Five of Cups up under that, they, you know, that's that could have been energy. There is some energy of, you know, regret, of longing, of feeling like they missed the opportunity with you. But just from the bottom of the deck, we see that, you know, the Ten of Swords with the Devil, like that's a combination that, you know, I like to see, whether it's for counterparts or not, closing off that karmic toxic cycle. So let's see. We're going to first check the energy that's surrounding the masculine. What's the energy currently surrounding the masculine? The energy currently surrounding the masculine. And the energy currently surrounding the feminine. All right, so for the masculine, we have the Eight of Pentacles as well as the Six of Pentacles. And what it makes me feel like with both of these cards here is like the masculine is almost like in a reminiscent state over like time they spent with you. Some of them are, you know, thinking about time that they want to spend with you with this Eight of Pentacles here. They could be thinking about, you know, time shared, time spent. For some of you, you know, you could have had like coffee dates. But it also makes me feel like with this Eight of Pentacles, they are ready to, you know, put in the time, the effort, the energy in this connection. I'm getting like spending quality time, because with the Six of Pentacles, it almost feels like, you know, for some of them, they're like, this is funny, because they're almost thinking like you're like, oh, how can I put it with the Six of Pentacles? Because if you look, there is, you know, a masculine in the background looking at this feminine. But it makes me feel like how can I explain this? Like, it's almost like an energy of feeling like, I almost feel like they're just intoxicated with you. For some of you, like intoxicated with your energy, with your presence. But we see here like the feminine is, you know, like it makes me feel like the masculine is like looking at the feminine like you miss them, but you're not showing it, which may be true for some of you. But it's almost like they feel like they need to like keep an eye out on you. I'm getting that energy as well. But for some of them, this is what they're imagining, like you're just not doing much, you know, waiting for them. But I don't feel that that's true, because for the feminine energy, we have the King of Wands, which makes me feel like the feminine is right now sitting in a position of power, you know, within herself. The feminine is actually, you know, in masculine energy, but it doesn't feel like it's imbalanced because there is a masculine and a feminine on this card. So it's making me feel like the feminine is like exuding, you know, masculine energy, but still being able to be, you know, in the feminine energy as well. And it also makes me feel like for the masculine, especially with death at the bottom, you know, death representing transformation, rebirth, that for the masculine, him actually wanting to do, you know, spend this time, put in the effort and the energy is like something new. Because even with the Six of Pentacles, I'm like, maybe he's used to, you know, feminine energies, you know, sitting there, you know, waiting on him. But this feminine is not in this King of Wands energy. For some of you, this King of Wands energy, because these cards are representing what is surrounding each, the masculine and feminine. Some of the masculines think that there's another person for the feminine. But with the death card here, it's letting me know that there's been a transformation in the energies. Where I said like the feminine has like almost stepped into that King of Wands energy for herself, but in a feminine way, a little bit different than the Queen of Wands. This masculine is, you know, the transformation that's happening with this masculine is, you know, like actually wanting to spend time with the feminine, invest in the feminine, and ultimately transform this connection with the Two of Cups. So there's a transformation going on for both. There's a transformation going on for both. And let me just get an energy for what's surrounding the connection from the tarot cards. Give me one for the connection. That one came right up. Yeah, the Tower. Sudden change, sudden event. Like I said, for some of you, this masculine thinks that there's someone else with the feminine right now. Because of the explicitness, even though we are all grown on this channel, that masculine is not happy thinking like someone is, you know, courting or touching the feminine, you know, has their attention and possibly have started like a new relationship or, you know, foundation elsewhere. This masculine energy feels like upset about that. But this Tower here is like, this is like almost a figment of the masculine's imagination. Because again, like with the Six of Pentacles, he may be used to feminine energy sitting there, but this feminine energy that this masculine is connected to, nah, she takes action. She's not going to sit around and wait for you. And I can feel like the anger coming off of this Tower, but being that this is the energy of the connection, it's letting me know, like, for one, whatever this realization is, a sudden change or event that is going to take place within this connection, it is going to like blow apart the perception that this masculine has. It's gonna blow it apart. That's at the bottom, yeah, that Eight of Wands. So this Tower moment is actually going to move this connection together, where like, again, the masculine is feeling like the feminine has moved on. For some of you, you may have. I can't lie and say that maybe you do have someone else. But, you know, you just got to know your story. But whatever this Tower moment is going to be like the start to, you know, that new opportunity or beginning for these, you know, this counterpart collective. So let's see what's going on in the headspace of the masculine. What's going on in the headspace of the masculine? What's going on in the headspace? All right, so at the bottom of the deck, or what actually came out was peaceful. It says calm, serene, and centered. But at the bottom of the deck, we have depressed. See, and that's, you know, this is just confirmation of what I was already feeling. Like this masculine is, you know, trying to think positive, trying to have, you know, positive thoughts, calm their mind and, you know, get grounded. But for some of them, it's what's going on in their mental space and them trying to achieve this space mentally is because they're really like feeling this energy of almost like the Five of Cups and the Nine of Swords with this depressed and worried here about, you know, whether the feminine has moved on, whether she's saving space for him, is she seeing, you know, someone else, and feeling like, you know, there's no hope. But it's tied to them, you know, feeling guilty about, you know, where the connection stands right now. What's going on in the heart space? Of the masculine. What's going on in the heart space? Yeah. They're frustrated. It's like they're conflicted in the heart space right now. Some of them is almost giving me a Three of Swords energy. It says prevented, hindered, and blocked. But it's because of, you know, whatever this Tower moment. It's like they're fearing the Tower that hasn't even come yet, because I don't feel like this Tower has come yet. I feel like it is incoming, and it may be incoming with this portal, because that's the, you know, energy that I'm pulling on how the intention was set. And some of them, you know, they're already like feeling like resentful about this Tower moment that hasn't even happened yet. It's like they're perceiving the worst. Tell me what's going on in the headspace of, yeah, but some of them, like this just came out. I'm not going to take it for the feminine, but some of them are feeling, you know, this shame or embarrassed energy, and it's causing them to panic. But it's like, I just want to say, like, chill out, masculines. It ain't that deep. But show me the headspace of the feminines. What's going on in the headspace of the feminine? Yeah, look, we have inspired. And then we have creative. You cannot confirm this energy more than with the King of Wands energy here. And it's almost like the feminine is creative and inspired because of the masculine, where he's feeling like it's because of someone else. It's like, no, no. I almost want to say, no, dummy. Like, but, you know, I get it. But, you know, she's feeling creative. Meanwhile, you know, this masculine energy is even coming in on this side with that. I said I felt that ashamed energy. But the, you know, and they're just, you know, they're trying to find that calm, that comfort. But they're like overexhausting themselves mentally in regards to the connection. But it's like, look, you cannot make this shit up. We have respectful and love. But they are so mentally wrapped up with this confused card. And for some of you, like, I'm just going to read what I see. Some of you are, you know, if you're a feminine that has decided to, you know, not wait, or, you know, decided to move on with someone else, some of you, you know, are feeling ashamed because you were just, it's almost like you were tired of waiting. You were tired of waiting. So you know, you seek, you know, comfort outside of this masculine. Which, you know, that's it. We all have free will. So what's going on in the heart space of the feminine? What's going on in the heart space? What's going on in the heart space? Yo, you cannot make this shit up. Yeah, grateful. So, you know, the feminine is, you know, I feel like grateful for the masculine, more grateful for the experience, even though it hasn't been tough. I mean, it hasn't been easy. It's been rough with this grief card. Feeling, you know, the Three of Swords that, you know, previously the feminine felt, the masculine is currently feeling now. But, you know, this grief is letting me know, like, the feminine feels like it was worth it to, you know, attain their own, like, level of self-fulfillment with the Fulfill card after feeling, you know, left out, or, you know, wondering and unfulfilled with the Curious card. Like, always wondering, like, is the masculine ever going to, you know, free themselves from whatever karmic situation they were dealing with? Let's just put these back in order. But I also think, like, the feminine is, like, almost in an energy of, you know, taking a bow for, you know, the work that she's done. And give me one for the energy of the connection. What emotions are surrounding the connection at this time? What emotions are surrounding the collective, the counterpart collective, in regards to this portal at this time? this is so cute. Like, for whoever this is for, this is mad cute. Like, I love it. I freaking love it. Because the energy sounding or surrounding the emotions, I'll say, surrounding the connection are happy and encouraged. Yeah, like this tower, where this masculine is feeling like this tower moment, whatever it is, whether it's a realization they have, or, you know, I feel like it's spirit just coming in and shaking up this masculine's world. Like, cut it out in a way. Because this what's happening right now is what's necessary to get you towards your happiness and, you know, push you to where you need to go towards. This encouraged card is heading right towards the feminine energy. So that's what this tower is. And, you know, it's to get you to open up. But I feel like, you know, where the masculine is needing to open up, the feminine is in the energy of receiving the energy that's coming in. After feeling, you know, powerless, vulnerable, and overwhelmed. Where this is previous energy for the feminine, this is current energy for the masculine. And it's like, nah, just open up and, you know, receive what we're trying to give you. And, you know, like I'm getting, what do they say? You know, nothing worth having comes easy. That's why this tower moment is here. This journey is not easy. I always tell people, like, it's not for the faint of heart. If you are a counterpart and you are, you know that you are in a twin flame connection, you wouldn't wish this on, like, honestly, you wouldn't wish this on your, like, your worst enemy. Because it is a journey that, like I said, is not for the faint of heart. And it's not for everybody, and everybody is not a counterpart. And I don't care how people feel about that, because a lot, you know, and there's no shade to any readers, but there are a lot of readers that have a lot of people thinking that they are in a counterpart situation, and they're not. If you are in a counterpart situation, it's not something that you second guess. It's not something that, you know, you have to, you know, you would know. You would definitely know there without a question. So if this is not resonating for you, yeah, like, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, like, you may not be a counterpart. You could be, you know, we're all, and I'll put this out there too, because I feel like this gets skipped a lot. We are all karmic to someone. And all counterparts are not, you know, like, there's a difference between soulmates and twin flames and how all of that goes. Some counterparts, you know, come in to teach us. But, you know, when I think of counterparts and, you know, a real twin flame, like, I think of the split souls, where two souls were split into one, or one soul was split into two, excuse me. Those are the counterpart collectives that I read for. And if you're a split soul twin flame, you will definitely know. It's without a doubt. You can't, you have to, you know, you come here to, you know, hopefully rectify it. And like I said, everyone has free wills. For some of these split soul twin flames, some of the feminines have decided to move on, and that's their choice, and that's fine. And it was probably a part of their contract. But when you are a split soul twin flame, you're never in separation. If you've never, you know, some people, like, if you haven't telepathically communicated, you know, you, like, it's I can't even really explain it, but that's one of the main ways of how you communicate, because you're always connected, especially in the 5D. It's a 5D relationship, and you bring it down into the physical. You bring it down into the physical. So, you know, you have to know your story. You have to know your counterpart. For one, like, some of you may not have even met this person yet. But you know, if it's a part of your contract, you will. But there's a lot of, misconceptions out there about this. But you would know. You will most definitely know without a doubt, without a question, if you are a counterpart. But not everyone is. And I like to stress that on my channel because I'm not going to, I'm not a reader that's going to feed you information for views. I'm not going to put out clickbait titles because I know what this journey is. And it's tough. It's not easy. Like I said, I wouldn't want to wish this on my worst enemy, okay? But I can resonate with, being thankful and grateful, for my masculine. I don't harbor any ill will towards my masculine. It's like the more I go on this journey and the more that we're in separation, the more love I have. Because it takes, courage to love yourself. And if I hadn't done it for myself, then I wouldn't even know, it would cause me to be harder on my masculine than I already am. And I'm not saying that I'm hard on them, but it caused me to, take a step back and look at the journey and see what it is. So what does the masculine want to say to the feminine? What does the masculine want to say to the feminine? What does the masculine want to say to the feminine? Give me less cards, please. What does the masculine want to say to the feminine? So we have the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Like I said, I felt that, Queen of Swords, the King and Queen of Swords energy, just from those music cards. But with this energy here, like the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Swords, it's like the masculine, like what he wants to say to the feminine is like, it's what you already know, feminine, is that they love you. And they, you're it for them with the Four of Wands. Like you're the balance that they seek. And even though, I feel like this Queen of Swords is the feminine showing up, even though you may not be talking to them, you can feel the love that is between you two. And knowing that you two are, actual, counterparts. It's almost like how can I put it? Like it's undeniable. And they know, like, you only see them. They know that. But they're just telling you, like, it's almost like I'm reassuring you that, the love that they have for you, feminine, is still there. Whether you're talking to them, you've cut them off, you went silent, whatever it is. And for some of you, I'm getting the next full moon is when everything is going to like almost materialize with the full moon and the Wheel of Fortune. And this Four of Wands here, there's gonna be a celebration, some type of, coming together. But they see you as home with this Four of Wands as well. And you guys are, like mirror reflections of each other. I don't know why Chris Brown is coming through so hard, like so heavy in this reading, but I'm getting Chris Brown's Take You Down. So, you know, we in that Scorpio energy, even though I know Chris Brown is a Taurus. Scorpio is the opposite energy from Taurus. So what does the feminine want to say to the masculine? What does the feminine want to say to the masculine? What does the feminine want to say to the masculine? So we have the Two of Pentacles. I'm gonna get one more before I say what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna get one more. What does the... There we have it. Make sure these are upright. Because what I was gonna say is like with the Two of Pentacles, it's like the feminine is saying like you need to make a decision with the Two of Pentacles here. But I'm also getting like, because the Two of Pentacles could be, you know, an energy of juggling. It could also be an energy of trying to maintain as well. So it's almost like the feminine could be saying two things. Like, you know, the masculine needs to, you know, I almost feel like drop their bullshit and follow their truth. But I also am feeling like this feminine energy is saying also like, they're maintaining their stance, because whatever their truth is, they're going to follow it. They're going to continue following their truth. And whether, you know, that's with another person or, you know, or feeling like what they need to do. But I also feel like the feminine is telling the masculine the same thing. Like, you know that you're it for me in a way. But I'm not going to let you, like, hold me up. I'm not going to let you hold me up. I'm not going to let you, like, have me, you know, juggling what I feel, no matter what the past was between us. Or how much, you know, like, I miss you with this Six of Cups. But this Six of Cups is also representing, like, for me, I'm getting, like, the connection and how, you know, it almost makes me feel like it's not going to stop the feminine from, you know, seeking her happiness with the Nine of Cups. And it's like she does miss the masculine. But it's not, you know, going to, you know, be at the cost of, you know, maintaining this Nine of Cups for herself. So give me one or message from Spirit in regards to the connection. What does Spirit have to say about the connection? What does Spirit have to say about the connection? Yeah, we have the Judgment and the Two of Swords. It's almost like Spirit is saying with Judgment and the Two of Swords, like, the time is up for this stalemate. Now is the time. And this masculine is going to see, you know, clearly, and like almost will be coming in, because I'm making it so with the Judgment card. There's no more, you know, being blind. This masculine, like, almost Spirit is saying he will, you know, see you. And for some of you, like, this has been coming up a lot. Like, they may be coming to your home with the Four of Wands here. There's something to do with the home. Like, they literally, Spirit could be sending them to you. That keeps coming up. Because they're being, like, guided with this Judgment card. Spirit is calling out to them. And again, by the full moon, they'll be coming in with the moon and the Knight of Cups. With some type of, you know, communication or offer. So there you have it. This was beautiful. I don't even think I needed, like, any guidance or advice. We can get one though, and then I'll end it, and I'll get it from the Angel Answers. Any guidance or advice? Give me one more. Any guidance, or advice? Again, recovery at the bottom. So like I said, we have it's up to you. It's up to you. Because like I said, especially I feel like that's for the feminine. If you feel like, you know, if you're, you know, exercising your free will and this person, you know, comes in and you're already with someone else, it's up to you. But, you know, there's going to, you know, there's something better. And for, you know, I feel like this is for the masculine, you know, for the masculine energy to, you know, come towards what Spirit is trying to offer to you with is something better. But there's going to, of course, there's going to need to be some forgiveness in order for this to come through. That's what I'm feeling like. There's going to, you know, and, you know, for some of you feminine, forgive your masculine. Forgive your masculine. For, you know, it's almost like because some of them, like, they truly didn't know. You know, it's hard when you're stuck in, you know, that karmic energy to understand and see what this is. But for some of them, they're gonna need to forgive you, because if you decided to exercise your free will and move on, they have to, you know, live with that. They have to live with that. But let me just clarify this. It's up to you. Because I do feel like that's coming through for the group of feminine specifically who have decided to, you know, move on from their masculine. But they may still be showing up. That's only for a small group of you, but it is coming through heavy. What's this? It's up to you, just for clarification. For those feminines who decided not to wait. And that's not, you know, I'm not saying that like it's a bad thing. Like, you have to do what's best for you. And I don't encourage anyone to sit around waiting for anybody. Yeah, we have the Hierophant and the High Priestess. You know, you have to, you know, use your own intuition and go where you're guided. Go where you're, you know, you feel that you are most valued. And if it's not with this masculine, that's all right. Because, you know, for some of these masculines, you know, they're still in, you know, this devil energy. And you're not gonna sabotage your happiness. You're gonna go towards it with the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Cups. You're gonna have to, you know, do what's best for you. Do what's best for you. So that's for that group of feminines. The rest of you guys, and you're still in, you know, separation, but you're not seeing anyone, is what the rest of these cards mean for you. Some of you feminines are actually being rewarded with your masculine through there's something, you know, there's something better. I feel like that's coming for you. But you are going to have to, you know, forgiveness is going to have to be exercised on both parts. So there we have it for the 11/11 portal. And that's why the moon is showing up. Now it just made sense. I just looked over my transits. And tomorrow the moon is going to be moving into Pisces. So between the portal, because, you know, the moon is Pisces. And I also see it as Cancer energy. But because, you know, Cancer is ruled by the moon. But between this moon going into Pisces and the full moon that's going to be in Taurus. Look at this shit. That's what that is. That's what that is. The Taurus and the Hierophant, and again, Pisces and the full moon, you know, the moon energy as well, and this High Priestess. Between, like I said, this 11/11 portal and the full moon, it's going to be what? Is it a lunar eclipse? Yeah. Maybe when this takes place for you all, in between all of that. And do remember, we did just have Venus move into Capricorn. So there we have it, guys. I definitely hope it resonated for some of you. You know, if it didn't, that's fine. It's, you know, every reading can't be your reading, and it's not supposed to. But as always, I'm sending love and light out to you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you for tuning in with me. And I will see you guys on the next reading. All right? Later.